All right, so kind of an interesting situation here. I figured I'd talk about it because, listen, Twitter's getting angry about it. I saw Terry Bradshaw was not a fan of Brandon Staley going for it on fourth down multiple times inside the 5-yard line, converting neither of them. I've always kind of felt like, to some degree, when you convert them, people give you praise. When you don't convert them, people give you criticism. So I figured, let's just talk about the actual decisions themselves and if they made sense or if they didn't. So we're going to use the good old fourth down decision bot here to help us decide. This is a great Twitter account. Everyone go follow it. This is kind of a good baseline as, again, if you want to use analytics, this is the analytics. And what they say is, it says it's actually a strong recommendation for them to go for it on fourth down at the fourth down and goal at the 5-yard line. You see that, the success rate you have is a 35% success rate there. So, you're getting some points, but also the flip side is you put them in bad field position if you don't get it. So that's the logic behind it. And you also have to think about, okay, well, this is just, if everything is even, everything isn't even. Both teams have great quarterbacks. So to me, that would make me think probably all the more reason to go for it. And again, if Parham doesn't have one of the most, gruesome injuries, and hopefully he's all right, that should be mentioned. But if that doesn't happen and, he's able to make the grab there, then you get the first, you get the touchdown and nobody's criticizing the decision. So it feels a bit of a results-oriented thinking type mindset to criticize it because it didn't work. The other one was also, this one says the recommendation is medium to go for it. So not quite as strong as the other one, which I actually find pretty interesting here. You have a higher success rate. I think the reason for it is simply because you're already up 4 points, but you would like to be up 11. Like, I still think that this is probably the right decision here. And again, I'm recording this at halftime. I'm going to try to post this while it's still halftime. So who knows if it's the right call or if it's not from what goes on, but you're playing Mahomes, and we keep saying this. You don't typically beat the Chiefs by kicking field goals. I know it's a different Chiefs team kind of, but still, I want touchdowns here. And the odds of both of these failing were actually very slim. If my math is correct, there was only a 30% chance that both of these would have failed, and that's what ends up happening. You make one of those, and then you have that 2-score game. You make both of them, it's a blowout at the half. So that's just kind of the way football works a little bit. And also, I wanted to bring up this one. Let's not forget, they converted on a fourth down as well. So if you're going to give them criticism for converting on those first couple, well, they had a fourth down here. They decided to go for it, and they got it. That was the one at the 33-yard line, which would then set up them not scoring at the goal line. Maybe just score at the goal line. Maybe just convert better. Everyone loves to blame the head coach. Sometimes players are the difference. Players win football games. So, yeah, interesting discussion, though, so I figured I'd give my 2 cents on it. The analytics say go for it, and I also think that we always say, well, you shouldn't just look at analytics in a vacuum. Also look at them in terms of, the way that the game, game flow is going and the teams that are actually out there. Players win football games, not numbers. But I think looking at the players, you should use the numbers and say, if it already makes sense to go for it here, and it's Justin Herbert versus Mahomes, I'm going to be extra willing to go for it. Just didn't work out. So, that's decision making. Sometimes you make the right call and it doesn't work out. So that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. Of course, as always, thanks for watching.